So today guys, we're going to be ranking FNAF games that people care about. So that's FNAF 1 to 6, FNAF World UCN, Help Wanted 2, Security Breach, and FNAF AR. This is based on how scary they are and not like gameplay and stuff like that, but yeah. Starting off with the main man himself. So I feel like the FNAF 1 game did not only nail the scariness, it nailed the story and the atmosphere. It's just perfect. Really, I think if it was a bit more scary, then nobody would want to play it, but if it was less scary, it wouldn't get so popular. So I think it's got perfectly balanced the scariness of this one. I don't think it's the scariest one in the entire franchise, but it is up there, I will say that. Well, I'm going to put this in Scare Fair because it is basically a big old Scare Fair. I think you guys know where I'm going to put this. Probably the least scariest one out of the main 6, I want to say. Like, even with the withered animatronics, the toy animatronics just aren't scary at all. Atmosphere isn't quite as scary as FNAF 1, but I can see some people disagreeing with this because of the puppet thing. But for me, the puppets have never really been that scary. It has to go in sometimes. FNAF 3, going back to the atmosphere thing, it is also very well done, I think. Like, the way it's all like green and decrepit, and the stress in this game is probably higher than the other two simply because sometimes you just can't find him. And then you just start panicking and pressing random buttons and Freddy just comes through from the little window thing and it's just... But the one problem is the jump scares are lacking, I want to say. Especially Spring Traps where he just like goes up to you. Though he is scary, he just doesn't have the edge that other animatronics have, like the really scariness. But overall, I think it's pretty scary and I think it definitely has its moments. Alright, FNAF 4, well, yeah. Oh my god! What? Oh god! Bonkers. It is absolutely horrifying. FNAF World, we don't talk about him. It's just a location, a very interesting one on the scariness factor, because if you are scared of dolls and claustrophobic and scared of animatronics, this one's probably absolutely horrifying. It's on the lesser scary simply because of the amount of downtime it has. There's segments where you just wait there and do nothing, and then like you already know nothing's gonna jump out at you because of the atmosphere it's giving. And when you do get to the scary part, normally it's quite simple to do. There is one thing that tips this game over the edge on scariness, and that's the massive Boomba Claw on these animatronics. So Baby is about 20... Wait, alright, so she's 7.2 foot tall. Yeah, I'm going to put this in has its moments. Alright, FNAF Pizzeria Simulator. Once again, a very interesting one. Doesn't really follow the same formula as the first 4. But a lot like Sister Location, it does have a lot of downtime where it's not scary. It's about that probably makes about half the game. But when it is scary, it does do it very well, I must say. Jump scares are pretty scary. Atmosphere is almost spot on. And to top it off with a very unique section where you're face to face with a salvage animatronic. So all I considered, I'm gonna put this in Scare Fair. I think it's a bit scarier than these two. FNAF Ultimate Custom Night, probably one of the only games I can play without being scared. And yes, that was a hard flex. It's really unfortunate this game wasn't done on a stronger engine because it really falls off in the jump scares, especially jump scares. But I don't think I've ever been scared of this game. I just don't see the scariness in it, I'm sorry. Alright, Help Wanted. First time I played this, I was around a friend's house and I've got to tell you, I almost doo-dooed on the floor. It must have been the scariest experiences of my life, at least one of them. Atmosphere is beautiful, which is expected on a VR game, and I could not bring myself to play FNAF 1 and 3 in this game. I could only play FNAF 2, and that was really pushing it, just to show you how scary it was the first time. So I have to put this up with here. There's really no argument here. It is absolutely horrifying. And next we got Security Breach, which I really didn't enjoy. It's on the least scary side, but it does have its moments. Help Wanted 2, which very recently came out. It follows the same formula of VR, then you know. And finally, FNAF AR Security Breach? What? This game's more goofy than FNAF World. I just find it a really stupid concept, really. I don't think it's scary whatsoever, but hey. So there we have it, guys. My full tier list of the scariest FNAF games that people care about. Please feel free to disagree with me in the comments below. I always like to hear your opinions. And thank you for spending your time here with me today.